MIT Academy. A to Z streams of study or careers, part 3. In this video, we discuss the potential avenues that are available for students from 5th standard. Dear friends, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notifications on my new videos. So we all know that the basic schooling, the level of difficulty increases depending upon the board we choose for study. Whether we choose state board or CBSE board or ICSE council, the level of difficulty increases. Open schooling under NEOS is one of the options that is recommended for school dropouts and those with slight disabilities. NEOS is National Institute of Open Schooling, so that is recommended for people with disabilities, slight disabilities, or people who are dropouts. So right from the 5th standard, there are various avenues available for students. The first avenue is they can write, students who are studying in class 5, they can write entrance to Sainik school. There are 25 schools, Sainik schools throughout India. One is available at Kadakotam, Trivandrum. Students can write the entrance for this. That is, they have to qualify in the entrance test, and there will be a medical test. Normal admissions are to class 6. However, students are admitted to up to class 9. Another option from 5th standard is students can write the entrance exams to Navodaya school. There are 14 Navodaya schools in Kerala, almost one per district. And the chain of schools, Navodaya schools, this is a concept that was introduced by our late Prime Minister, Sri Rajiv Gandhi, in order to help the students from students who excel in their studies from rural backgrounds. So this is also based upon an entrance test, that is, they had to qualify the entrance test and medical test, and normal admissions are to class 6. However, students are admitted up to class 9. The next is the recruitment based on 8th standard. So to all military wing, that is Army, Navy or Air Force, students can apply for job after 8th standard. Subject to age and physique, they will be recruited. That is, there are certain physical requirements like minimum height, 5 cm chest expansion, proper eyesight, etc. So if they fulfill all these, definitely they can apply for jobs in the military wing. And they have to qualify the entrance test and medical test. And one major defect they always look into is the knock knee. That is, knock knee will be seen as a defect. And this is applicable for all police, military and paramilitary recruitments. And age regulations are specified by the services for respective ranks. Recruitment based on 10th standard. There are different options available. One is they can join or they can apply for the recruitment to military lower grades, that is open to all people. They can write a PSC test for post from grade 4 staff, peon, KSRTC conductor, etc. Or they can opt for home nursing. Another option is that is they can continue their studies after 10th standard are the following. One is they can study for, they can apply for NTTF, that is Netto Technical Trade Foundation certification from Bangalore, or they can go for Polytechnic, or they can join Industrial Training Institute, that is ITI, or they can get a certificate from IT's Industrial Training Certificate offering institutions. Another option is they can pursue their plus 2 with higher secondary schools or VHSC, vocational higher secondary education, or they can join for CBSE or ICSE in either in science, commerce, art or humanities stream. Next is recruitment based on 12th standard. After completing their plus 2, students can apply for recruitment to military lower grades. They can apply for PSC test for the post of grade 4 staff, peon, KSRTC conductor, etc. They can also apply for PSC test for police constable, LD clerk, etc. after completion of 12th standard. And after 12th standard, those who pursued science stream, they can apply, or they can write the following entrance test. One is National Defence Academy, that is NDA exam. They can write IIT JEE, that is Joint Engineering Entrance exams, or they can write IIT JEE towards integrated MSc programs. IIST, that is Indian Institute of Space Technology, they can write the entrance exam. All India entrance engineering exams, All India Medical, that is now known as NEET, SET, that is CET Kerala, AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Science, all this comes under NEET now. And they can also apply for Armed Force Medical College entrance exam, also write St. John's College entrance exam, CMC Vellore Medical College entrance exam, Manipal and Muller entrance examination. JIPMER is another option, that is Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Postgraduate Medicine and Education Research Institute. So that also they can all these institutes, for entrances to all these institutes, they can write after 12th if they have pursued science stream. And those who pursued science as well as humanities also can write some entrance exam after 12th, that is for IIT JEE humanities courses that is offered by IIT, or the courses that are offered by IIM, that is integrated management and humanities courses that is offered by IIM, that can also be attempted by those students who have pursued science as well as humanities. And next we will see the recruitment through board exams after graduation. So after graduation, students can apply for Union Public Service Examination. They can apply for PSC. PSC may call people with a lesser qualification. Then you can write BSRB examination, board exam, that is Bank Selection Recruitment Board. Railway Recruitment Board, that is Railway Recruitment Board exam, that is RRB. Short Service Commission, that is SSC, also you can write after graduation. Another option available for students is to write Civil Service exam, that is UPSC. It is conducted by UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. And Indian Civil Service Examination, All India Service, there are three main posts, that is they can join for Indian Foreign Service, or they can join Indian Administrative Service, that is IAS, or they can join for Indian Police Service, that is IPS. So there are some classification for civil service in India. The civil service of India is classified into three categories, that is All India Service, Central Civil Service and State Administrative Service. All India Service, they can join for IFS, IAS, IPS, all these comes under All India Service. And Central Civil Service category jobs are classified into Group A and Group B category. And there are also State Administrative Service like Kerala Administrative Service, the KAS. Individual state will be conducting civil service examination. And the civil service examination, it is carried out as a 5-step process. The first step is the government will give notifications in the newspaper, and the second step is the candidate has to appear for prelims exam, and the third step is they have to appear for main exams. Then they have to attend in the fourth step they have to attend the interview and final results. That is the fifth step. So these steps are in the process of civil service examination. And the categories of jobs in the Central Civil Service are the following. One is Group A service include Indian Post and Telegraphs Accounts and Finance Service, Indian Audit and Account Service, Indian Customs and Central Service Excise Service, Indian Defence Account Service, Indian Revenue Service, Indian Ordnance Factory Service, Indian Postal Services, Indian Civil Account Service, Indian Railway Traffic Services, Indian Railway Account Service, Indian Railway Personnel Service, Railway Protection Force, Indian Defence Estate Services, Indian Informative Services, Junior Grades. So these are the services that are offered under Central Service in Group A category. And in Group B category, Central Civil Service offer Railway Board Secretary Service, that Secretariat Service, that is Section Officer grade, Armed Force Headquarters Civil Service, that is Section Officer grade, Customs Appraiser Service, Delhi, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Havali Civil Service and Police Service, Pondicherry Civil Service, Indian Forest Service Examination. Though earlier this was a part of Group A category, it has now it now has a different exam. And civil service qualifications are civil service qualification. Let's see what are the qualifications that is needed to write civil service examination. The basic qualification needed for writing civil service is graduation, and age is between 21 and 30. There are 4 chances for general category of candidates and 7 chances for backward class candidates. So there are 3 steps like what I discussed earlier. There are 3 steps in the exam process. One is you need to write the prelims exam. So prelims is mainly an MCQ exam with 400 marks, and it consists of 2 papers. And this exam is now known as Civil Service Aptitude Test. And the second stage is writing the main exams. It consists of total 9 papers. One Indian language you need to choose, and you will be asked an essay type question for 300 marks. Then second thing is there will be exams for English, that is 300 marks. Then 2 essay type questions of 200 marks. Then general studies, there will be 300 marks essay type questions, and 2 papers in each of the optional papers you choose, that is 300 marks essay type questions will be asked. So total 9 papers, the marks will be out of 2000. And for interview there will be 300 marks, and based on the marks you scored for the total 9 papers plus the interview marks, the rank list is prepared. That is, out of 2300 the rank list is prepared. The marks you scored, based on the mark you scored, the rank list will be prepared, and rank holders usually score 50 to 60% of the marks overall. And now let's see what are the major career streams that is available for students after plus 2. One is the engineering stream. Students who pursue engineering, they can opt for civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, chemical, computer, biotechnology, aeronautics, marine communication, biomedical, architecture, electrical and electronics and mass communication trades. And to those who want to pursue their studies in medical field, they can go for MBBS. They can do its postgraduate, that is MBA, MS, or they can take diplomas or in modern medicine. And another option is they can go for more to dental area, that is BDS, or they can do its postgraduate course, that is MDS, or they can move to Ayurvedic medicine like BAMS, or homeopathy medicine BHMS, or veterinary science, that is BVSC, or nature care, that is naturopathy. Then other medicines like Siddha medicine, Unani medicines, acupuncture, alternative medicines, and holistic medicines. These are the different options that are available for those who want to pursue in medical field. And apart from this, there are some other courses that they can pursue in medical sector. One is nursing. Students can opt for BSc nursing of 4 years, or they can pursue study in general nursing and midwifery GNM for 3 years. And those who want to join for tutoring, they can go for GNM post basic nursing, and they can take up tutoring in nursing sector. One of the major thing you need to keep in your mind is, do not attempt to get nursing admissions cutting across groups. That is, do not try to get admission from arts and humanities stream. Some colleges are offering these kind of things, but you need to keep this in mind. Do not try to get admission cutting across groups. And various qualifying exams that the students can pursue after nursing, various qualifying exams for nursing abroad are the following. One is IELTS, that is International English Language Testing System. A minimum score of 6.5, that is a must to go abroad. Score above 7, that is desirable. And the next one is TOEFL, that is Test of English as Foreign Language. CGFNS is another aspect, that is Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools. NCLX-RN, that is another option, that is National Council Licensure Examination for Registered Nurses. NCLX-PN is another exam, that is National Council Licensure Examination for Practical Vocational Nurses. Another medical area is paramedical courses. You can opt for D Pharm, B Pharm and M Pharm, or you can opt MLT, that is Medical and Lab Technology, BPT, that is Bachelor of Physiotherapy and its post-graduation course, MPT, that is Master of Physiotherapy, or you can work as an exercise technician or be a perfusion technologist, dental ceramic, hospital administration. These are different options that are available in medical sector. Moving to education sector, there are different options available for students. One is after their SSLC, students can opt for nursery teachers training course, that is NDTC, or they can opt for computer teachers training course, that is CTTC, that is teachers training course, or they can opt for a teachers training course, that is TTC, and this will help them to gain jobs at nursery school level jobs. Or you can opt for diploma in education, that is DEd. Eligibility is graduation, but that is not available in Kerala. Then you can opt for B.Ed, or you can opt for B.Ed and take an M.Ed or a doctorate and pursue a teaching career. So let's see what is the route to teaching career. So for those who aspire to be in the teaching field, they can go like this, or they can the first option is they have to complete their 10th or +2 and take NDTC or TTC or CTTC, and they can work in nursery schools or primary schools or as a computer teacher in schools. The second option is you have to complete your graduation either in BA, BSc or BCom and take a B.Ed and join as a teacher in high school. Or you can go for post graduations like MA, MSc, MCom, B.Ed, and you need to qualify SET or NET to work as a higher secondary teacher. Another option is taking MA, MSc, MCom, that is post graduation plus writing UGC or CSR or JRF or NET, MPhil or PhD, and you can work as a professor or assistant professor in a college or university, join there as assistant professor in a college or university. And those who are in professional course like BTech, BSc Nursing, MBBS, BDS, BAMS, BPT, if they want to be in the field of teaching, they have to complete their respective PG courses, and that will increase their value as a lecturer or tutor in a professional course. So these are the various routes to teaching career. And in technical field, we have the option of choosing NTTF, that is Nattur Technical Trade Foundation course, Bangalore. They offer different trades. Students can offer manufacturing technology, information technology, software engineering, system administration, network management, product design and engineering, quality engineering and management, tool and die making, tool design and tool engineering, power electronics, mechatronics, embedded system, etc. And moving to polytechnic courses, there are different trades available like mechanical, electrical, civil, electronics, printing, wood and paper, chemical and electronics, communications, computer software, electronic and avionics, commercial practice, computer hardware, medical instrument, computer engineering. Then you can move to industrial training institute or ITC for fitter course, carpentry, electrician, electronics or welder like arc, gas or extra welder, mechanic of computer, television, instrumentation, draftsman or civil, AC and refrigeration, automobile, diesel and petrol. These certifications you can obtain from ITA or ITC. And another career option is pursuing your studies in legal area, that is law. There are 5-year and 3-year degree LLB. Eligibility is 10+2+ entrance exam carried out by state government. Then those who want to pursue PG level, they can go for LLM, but there are separate entrance for national level institutions. Another sector where the students can pursue their studies on is information, and they can find a career is information technology. In information technology, there are two sectors. One is software sector and other is the hardware sector. In software, those who want to join for software sector, they have to take a degree in BSc in any subject plus PGDCA from any university, or BSc plus any subject, BSc in any subject plus ADIT from IGNOU, or BSc Computer Science plus MSc Computer Science, BSc plus MSc, so MCA, BSc IT plus MSc IT, BSc Computer Science plus MSc IT, BSc Computer Science and MSc Cyber Technology. A word of caution is this: most of the universities or colleges do not admit a BSc Computer Science student to MCA courses, so you need to check with the various colleges and university with regard to the eligibility for MCA course before joining for any BSc Computer Science course. The major features we can notice in this sector is the demand for the candidates are fluctuating, and there will be always the syllabus. There will be always a change, or the new updated versions or new languages may appear. So that is a fast changing field. So it is very difficult for people to update themselves. So you can expect a regression in the field because of the automation and IT enabled service in this sector. But moving to hardware sector, the course you choose, should cover the following. That is, one is troubleshooting, maintenance, assembling, networking like NT 2000 server, Unix platform. So one of the major thing that they look is the experience and skill. That is more valued than certificate that you obtain from any institute. So that is the most important thing, experience and skill that is needed to pursue a career in this particular sector. And this is a very promising field for self-employment, and those who complete these courses, they can get easily placed, especially in institutions or in computer sales and service, and this is a job that is always in demand. Here also you can see a lot of changes, very fast changes happen or occurs in this field, but very easy for the people to update themselves. No digression is expected in this sector. IT or computer penetration, that will be on rise, that we all know. Then let us see what are some other career that will be available for people to pursue. One is chartered accountancy, that is CA, or cost accountancy is another sector. Company secretaryship, that is ACS, is another option, or join for HCC or CIMA. Tourism is another sector, communication and journalism, or you can opt for agriculture, that is BSc agriculture and doing its postgraduate course MSc agriculture, or move to dentistry, that is another option. Veterinary science, forestry, fisheries, these are all the various other careers that worth mentioning here. So the streams of study that you can pursue, that we will discuss in my new coming soon video, part 4. So thank you all.